Hey everyone, and welcome back to Timber and Stone. We left off last episode. I was complaining about how the church looks, and I fixed some of the issues. The roof line over here is flush now. I added a little bit of a back decoration piece onto the church. I do kind of want to add something over here, depending on if it will look good or not, but it might interfere with the graveyard a little bit. Not a big deal, but just something to note. We have some benches and some tables back here now, a bunch of trees, there's a well, and then in between episodes I also built this home, and I can go ahead and show you the inside. So the second floor is pretty simple, just a double bed, a small bookcase, a dresser, some tool storage, and then the first floor looks pretty standard. He's got a larger bookcase down here, some iron storage, just because I need more storage for metals. We're running really low on that, so I just kind of work that in there. And I'm going to be putting some other barrels in here as well. Fireplace, we got our stone bench. And then I don't think I ever showed off this home over here. I think last episode we built it, but I didn't really show off the inside. So we have a fieldstone floor. We have a pretty large seating area for a table, a nice reading nook on this side, a flag, a bunch of storage underneath the stairs here. And then second floor, we got a tree coming through the window, it seems, which I might have to cut this down and try and get a smaller tree growing here, because maybe a fir would fit better in that spot than, what is this? Is this a fir as well? Why is it so much bigger than the other ones? Whatever. A bunch of, storage, dresser, tool chest for if someone sleeps here, they can get their tools again. We have a cobblestone path all the way through here, kind of like an alleyway. I have dug out our little basement storage area here, and we're going to be working on that a little bit today, trying to put some storage. I might try and put some metal storage in here, and then a bunch of crates and things like that. Also, in between episodes, I've been laying out the finished wall shape all the way around, so we know exactly where the city limits are for the outer walls. Of course, there's going to be the docks out here, a dry dock, a warehouse, a few little small thatch homes for our fishermen here, some actual docks, and I might try and make it look like something's under construction in the dry dock as well. Let's see. A bunch of foundations for homes are being constructed. This is going to be a larger manor home right here, and it will be probably put a house in this area, back here as well, and then right here. I might make, I know it was suggested to make it look like one was under construction, so like build like kind of cranes and scaffolding around it and leave it like that, and I might be able to do so. We'll just have to see how well that'll turn out. But yeah, it's pretty nice to see kind of the final shape of everything. And hopefully you guys are liking how it is. I like how dense these buildings are right here and how that's going. I might actually promote someone to an adventurer real quick, just so we can walk around in first person view. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. So, we got our wonderful church. First person view is still really weird to control. We can go inside, of course. You can see I added the window in the back there. Make our way around. It's been a while since I walked around in first person view for sure. The altar is super tall, but nothing we can really do about that. Looks like we're getting a merchant arriving in the town as well. Yeah, it looks pretty cool in here. Pretty open, which is nice. So let's head out, and then I can actually show you guys the crypt a little bit. I don't know how big I want to make it, but I do have kind of a basic wing of that completed, so we'll just hop on down here. Underneath the church, we have just a post banner here, and then, well, I need to fix this, apparently. I didn't realize they were that tall. Being in first person kind of shows that, so I need to raise up the terrain in these little side areas for their tombs. And then, of course, we have a nice treasure chest with some torches to bring in some light. And, yeah, so that's the crypt at the moment. Not very big, but it's big enough for sure. Let's go ahead through this tall grass and check out, well, at least one house in first person view. See how it all looks in here. Come on, turn, thank you. Yeah. It's a good view at the moment, but that'll be covered up by a wall, so. Cities, if you're trying to jam a bunch of homes together, of course their view is going to be obscured by their neighbor's building, essentially. I'm not sure I like this tall grass here. I might try and trim it a little bit using a forager. We'll hop out here. And then let's go ahead and just see, you know, it's nice and dense. Looks really nice. The smokestacks are pretty cool looking on everything. Military academy here. And the reason I have time to just walk around like this, I have a bunch of things queued up, so there are people working. We have a lot of land to clear for foundation. Looks like a merchant is about to get to our trading post, so that'll be cool. I need to do this more often, this kind of overhang thing. I might do that in the next house that I make. Yeah, no, everything is looking good. If this was Minecraft, I would be happy with it. So, I mean, I think that's saying something, at least, because Minecraft, I think it can do a little bit more creative stuff, which with stairs and different block types, but it's definitely alright. Let's go ahead and hop, press cancel T. Tab. Thank you. I was about to say, it's like, what's the cancel key? It's been so long since I've done that. I'm gonna make you back into a builder, Bernard, so at least we have one. I made a lot of our builders into miners here a little bit ago, just so we can clear the land quicker out here, because the normal 2 miners, they're actually in the mine right now. We were really low on supplies a little bit ago. And I have expanded the mine even more. Oh, perfect. I was hoping to eventually buy something like 6,000 brick here soon. And this is a perfect time to do so. So we have 7,000 brick. That'll help a lot with the walls, getting those built and things like that. And now we can actually kind of get started on some new homes. So let's do fieldstone foundation around this one. I really like the look of fieldstone for a foundation. It looks very like a cottage of some kind. And who doesn't like a good cottage? We'll do an entryway right there. What kind of material do I want for this building? Let's timbered brick always looks nice, so we'll probably go with that. We'll use castle brick here for our entryway. I'm not going to put the door on. I've noticed when constructing homes, the doorway kind of creates a traffic jam area with all the builders kind of running into each other at that moment. Let's go ahead and double up the speed. I'm going to lower the height of everything. Do a quick look for any hostiles that could be in the area. Merchants leaving, which is cool. Yeah, this mine is getting fairly large. It just kind of shows how long we've been going at this. It is day 163. I think the last episode was in the 150s in terms of what day it was for our wonderful city folk here. Everything's just looking really nice. You also notice that this episode's probably up a little late, and that's because doing all this work in between episodes took a lot longer than I wanted it to, so I decided to just finish it up today. And then I'm also going to record some medieval engineers today, and we're going to be working on the next island and the next bridge connecting that, and hopefully get the correct width for this one, so it'll be nice and symmetrical to the first bridge. Let's see, so that's going up fieldstone. What about foundation for this one? Let's do timbered brick for this foundation, and then we'll do just a full timber home on this one. All right. And this one's going to be full timber foundation. Which will look pretty nice. It's good to get a lot of different building types going. This will probably be a castle foundation of some kind. Manor home is going to be fairly large, much larger than the one in the farming village. It might even have some type of garden leading up to the path towards that home. So like along this path here. We probably won't be able to get to the manor home today. We'll probably just get a couple of these homes done, and then in between episodes finish off this area so we can get to the manor home next episode for sure. And if you guys, again, always open to suggestions on what to build, because we're kind of running out of things to make, really. We have all the professions done, and I know someone did suggest building, say, like a soap shop, which we do have fat and everything as a resource, like raw materials, animal fat, which is used to make soap. But really, it's so close to like a tanner in a sense, and we already have the tannery, which is over here, in terms of just design, because there's that much I could do beyond just putting some barrels to represent where you'd be letting the fat and chemicals sit. It just wouldn't be much different than this building here, so I've decided not to really pursue that one at this time. But you know, again, good suggestion. It'd be better for, say, medieval engineers, because you can get into more detail and more variation in terms of what you could do building wise with materials. You can kind of design better detailing in medieval engineers than you can in here, because you're really only working with the end game assets. Medieval engineers, you can do a lot of stuff with the wooden timber just by itself. Then our fishermen, you know, they're doing good. They've really increased our food supply a whole lot. Jimmy Boombat's here, working hard. He's a level 20 fisherman now. He does fairly well. And it's nice that he's fishing right beside a fishing rack, so he just turns around, turns it in, and goes back to fishing. Looks like our miners have given us a whole lot more metal to work with. Already at 15 minutes, really? I'm gonna go ahead and switch our builders back so we can have our 3 again. And hopefully we can work on this a little bit. Oh, okay, it's starting nighttime. I guess I'll have to finish this up over the nighttime, and then I may show you guys a little bit more building process and then do a summary like usual. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright, welcome to day 164, where we're continuing work on these few houses over here. Over the night I was able to put the walls up and the roof on this one, and it was just a single story. It's fairly quick to do something like this. So when you get into multiple stories, that it becomes a little bit tedious and long for what it is. So let's go ahead and build up these walls with full timber as planned. Now I'm thinking about leaving a window right there, just so this wall is not completely barren, because the side that the staircase usually is on is usually barren. What's an example of this? Like this one right here, I did manage to put a window. Or let's see, how do you get up on this staircase? Is it just put up on the floor? Yeah, so that one's not bad. Where's that one? I think. Where's that one? I think they're all okay for once. Usually the windows are put up on the second story though, like on this one. Never really on the first story. Though I could put a window here, I guess. It would be okay. But you can see it's just no windows at all on this whole side of the building. And I don't quite like when it does that. So I'm trying to fix it with this one at least. Let's have a double window there. That'd be pretty cool. And then we can just do something like this for the first floor. Now, 2 stories, they usually take a lot more building materials because there's this intermediate section. Like, because right now, if it was a first story, I'd be putting the roof on. But it's taking a whole nother layer of blocks just to bring it up to match the floor of the next level here. So we need timber tiles. It's all about mixing the different block types together to make a nice variation with homes. At least that's what I found. A lot of wood is being used. Luckily, I just had a bunch of our wood choppers to go out and clear out the whole area pretty much surrounding the castle here to give us a decent supply of raw wood. And our carpenter, I'm sure if we go over here, is very busy trying to keep up with the demand since we're using a lot in construction. Trying to make some of our gold back at this point from buying all that stone brick. Let's go ahead and furnish this one, and then I'll do this building off camera, and we'll probably call that an episode. So let's see here, objects, furniture. You need a medium table, of course. Doesn't really fit there. So the fireplace is going to be here, so I can just kind of nudge this against the corner. and do that for now. And then for the bed, can I fit a double bed? No. So how about, I can't put beds like this, which is kind of a shame, because the foot is where the person is technically going to be when they're in that object. So if someone's in this bed, since they're overlapping right here, no one would be able to use this other bed. Though I wish it wouldn't be like that. Can't even really rotate it to fit a different way either. I could just make it a single home though. And we're gonna have enough beds for everyone anyway, so might as well. I don't think that would be too bad of an idea, really. Let's put a large bookcase on this wall. Actually, no, I want it over here. We can do another kind of reading area, I guess. Something like that. Then a dresser is what we'll need for here. And if I do storage resource crate, I can kind of fill in the corner with at least another wooden object so it doesn't look odd. And let's go back to decor, grab a stone bench. I like putting some stone benches around. Kind of use it as either a low wall or just a detail piece, really. Usually I like putting it near the fireplace though. Go ahead and put it right there. Just a place people can sit when they walk in. And let's put some shrubberies maybe. Maybe one here. The rest fairly open, I guess. I mean, it's definitely a nice little home. It has pretty much everything the person will need. And let me clear this history here. Is that gate broken? Come on, put the sheep back inside. Thank you. Gather up all these wolves, and I think we'll go ahead and just finish this up here, and I'll be right back. Alright everyone, so this is it. This is what we have. We have our two new homes. I'm going to go ahead and show you the inside of this one, because the other one you already saw me build. We got 2 beds, multiple dressers, bookcases, seating, of course, tool chest up here with their fireplace, so they're gonna be pretty nice and cozy up on the 2nd floor. First floor, table, of course, shrubbery, a little bit of a post banner, though it's blocking a window. I'm gonna have to move that, I think, back here, maybe. There'll be some food storage underneath the stairs, as the usual decoration. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and do that, so I need storage, food. Let's go food barrel and food crate in that order. Shrubbery, weapon rack, and a stone bench. So that's it for this one. I'll do these 2 buildings in between episodes, hopefully, and then next episode we can start working on the large, I guess you couldn't call it a manor home if that one out there is, so this one may be a mansion of some kind. Though if you think about it, it's really not much bigger than some of these houses. It just has some extra wings. I might do something special out the back. But it's going to take up a decent amount of room. And then some more homes to fill in the rest. And then we'll start working on the dock soon. I don't know the exact time frame of that. I might try and finish up the walls before we start working on the dock. Just don't know for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you guys are enjoying the videos, feel free to subscribe to my channel for more gaming goodness. And check out my other videos such as Medieval Engineers, Star Maid is another one. I'm starting to blank here. I'm so busy working and sitting quiet. It's actually a little hard to get talking again. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video and hope you have a good one.